Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. And today I'm gonna be sharing with you all my empties from October. It's not like too much, but I think we have around 10 products, or maybe 11, I'm not sure. I have this basket which is almost full, as you can see, like it's not that far from being full, and I didn't want it to wait another month because I know I have quite a lot of products that I feel like are gonna be used up in the next month. Like I definitely know about at least 2 hair products, probably 3, at least 2 skincare products, and at least 3 makeup products, and then there's probably gonna be some other things, and maybe even like nail polishes and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a there's a good chance that there's gonna be quite a bit of products in November, and I didn't want it to have too many products because then this video is way too long. So I just decided to film this monthly. I normally do that, but sometimes when I don't have full basket, I sometimes wait. But we're going to be talking about these. Most of them are skincare. I have a couple hair care products as well though, and I think 3 makeup products. So let's get into that. First, we're gonna start with the skincare product, and that is the Garnier Vitamin C Brightening Liquid Care, 10% glycerin, niacinamide, vitamin C, and salicylic acid. So this toner, I would only use it in the morning. I usually use these brightening vitamin C toners in the morning because I think vitamin C helps your sunscreen to like be more effective, essentially. At least that's what I've heard many times, but don't quote me on that. Like I'm not dermatologist, obviously. But I think you should use like these ingredients a little bit more carefully. And for me, this really helps with like brightening my skin, helping to get rid of the acne scars and hyperpigmentation, which I do definitely struggle with. And it also felt, even though it's a milky toner, it felt really smooth and soft, and it absorbed really well into the skin. Sometimes with these more milkier and thicker products, I struggle a little bit because they don't always absorb very nicely into my skin, and since my skin is a little bit more combination, sometimes more oily in like summer months, I do have to be a bit more careful. But this one felt really nice, and I've had multiple products from Garnier from this like vitamin C line, and I've liked all of them. I liked the sunscreen as well. I think I had a serum. So yeah, all those were really nice, and I would highly recommend that. Lately, Garnier has been really good at their like new skincare launches. I think I've liked pretty much everything I've tried. Well, yeah, everything that I've tried from them in the past 2 years. I can't remember anything that I wouldn't like. So that's pretty exciting. Then another great product that my skin loved, especially my acne, is this La Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo Plus M Triple Correction something. It's like anti-imperfection serum-ish product. It is very creamy. It feels like a lightweight cream, but I think it's supposed to be a serum-esque, and it's supposed to help with both like active acne, prevention of acne, and also it's supposed to help clear the breakouts and the like inflammation after breakouts and stuff like that. And for me, I've noticed that all the time that I was using this, my skin felt really clean. Like it helped a lot with the redness, which I do struggle with quite a lot, and I wasn't breaking out as much. And I mean, I was using it all throughout summer, which is usually the worst part of year for me because it's hot and oily, and it's just, you know. So this was great, and I'm gonna try to not use it for the next month because I don't have any backup of this. So I'm just gonna use the rest of my skincare, and if the breakouts are gonna come back, I'm gonna repurchase this immediately to see if it's just this. But I didn't introduce anything new in my like skincare regime while I was trying this, like the entire time I was using this. So it should be just this one's fault, and if it really is, then that is amazing and I will repurchase it. I normally don't buy too many products from La Roche-Posay because they are definitely on the like more expensive end of skincare products for what I normally use, but every single product that I've tried from them were really good. Like, I might have to try them a little bit more. And I think this is definitely like a French brand, right? It's not Swiss. No, yeah, it's French. And you're getting 40 milliliters or 39 grams of product. And it's really nice. So this one I would highly recommend, and it's been a lifesaver for me. Then I have another one of my rosemary hair toners. I use these all the time. Like I feel like in every single monthly empties I have at least one of those products. I use them in my like to massage my scalp every single morning because it helps to kind of lift my hair a little bit. Also sometimes because I use obviously like hair gel for my curls, sometimes in the morning the kind of roots can be a little kind of sticking together, so this just helps them to kind of, it just helps to volumize. And I love rosemary, I love the scent, I think it's really good for my scalp health. It's been working for me for a very, very long time. This is like my, I don't know, 10th bottle. I've been using it for years now. So I always repurchase this one, or from other brands. Like I have 3 brands that I really like, and I usually kind of go through those, whichever one I find first in store. That's just what I'll buy. Then I was able to use up a shampoo, which doesn't happen very often. Like it usually takes me almost a year to go through shampoo. So this one is the Ask Curl Care like moisturizing shampoo. This one is supposed to help maintain and protect curls. And I was quite scared of this one. I got this as a gift, and I was quite scared of this one because it has coconut oil and then like argan oil and vitamin E, which is okay, but I usually don't like coconut oil in my hair care because it usually weighs my hair down and it doesn't work on my hair. I've had really bad experiences with different like coconut oil products, even just something that was like infused with it. It just wasn't really working for me, but this felt nice. It's definitely more like a gentle cleanser or shampoo, so I have another shampoo that I'm using at my parents' house, and that one is a little bit more, not stripping, but it's definitely more deep cleaning. And I was enjoying the times that I would go home once every like 2 weeks, just so that my hair would get a little bit cleaner. Like I do notice that my curls are better with the other shampoo. I think it's the Lee Stratford or however it's called. But this one makes my hair super silky smooth, and it does help to hydrate them, and it doesn't weigh them down. Like yes, they're not as curly, but it's not because they're weighed down, it's just because they're not as fluffy. Because with the other shampoo, they definitely have a little bit more like fluff to them, and with my fine hair, it does help with like volume and the curl pattern a little bit. But I still don't think that this is like a bad result. I do like my hair. Maybe they're not as big, but I still think they're nice, so it's completely fine. And yeah, if I'll ever run into this and need another shampoo, I'm gonna buy it. This is also a color safe formula, and I do have to say that my hair colors, I usually do like a semi-permanent hair color quite often, and it stays nicely on my hair. Like usually you're supposed to, like they usually advertise for these hair dyes that they're gonna be in your hair for like 4 weeks to 6 weeks. That's usually how long it takes, and I would say that I definitely get at least 6 weeks out of all my hair dyes. So I would say it's nice and it does what it's supposed to. And from this brand I also have the, or has, do I have it? No, I'm not sure. I've had their conditioner, I've used that one up, and now I have the curl cream. I normally don't use curl creams, but it's gonna be winter soon, and for most of the year I gravitate towards gels, but I think in the winter I'm gonna get back to the curl cream and use it up because my hair definitely do get a bit drier and also weaker in the winter, so I think I'm gonna switch to that soon in a couple of weeks. And since I have less than half of that curl cream, I think I'm gonna be able to use it up in the next season. Then I have another skincare product, and that is the Mixa and Anti-Imperfection Comfort Cleanser with salicylic acid and squalane. I've been using this for a while. I think I bought this around spring. So it's been with me for a while. It's good for acne-prone skin. It's hypoallergenic. And it's fragrance-free and all that. So great, great formula. It feels really, like it doesn't feel stripping at all. I wouldn't say that it's super moisturizing, but it's a cleanser, so it's not really that important. And even though this is a gel cleanser, so it does foam up a bit, it's not too foamy. I don't like foam on my face. So this is just like slightly, like it just lathers a bit. And yeah, it doesn't dry on my skin. It felt quite nice and clean. And it wasn't causing any breakouts or anything. So that's this one. I would just prefer if they also made some cleansing milks, because otherwise I'm just gonna buy the CeraVe cleansing milk. I love that one. I've been using that one for years. I've had multiple bottles of that one, and that one is kind of like my trusty cleanser. So unless I'll find something that's like new and intriguing and I might want to try, I think I'm gonna get back to the CeraVe one, especially for winter. I think that's gonna be a good idea. Then I have this Essence 8-Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liner in the shade 01 Cinnamon Spice. I've used it up 2 days ago, I believe. This one is a beautiful, well, you're not gonna see anything, but it's a beautiful, like, nude brownie pink. Like, it still has that, like, sheen of pink, but it's on the more brownie nude side. And this one, I have multiple shades of this. I think I have, like, 3 or 4. And this one is my favorite, and it's actually my favorite lip liner in my entire collection. It just goes so well with my complexion and my hair and all the colors that I like. So this one was used a lot, and I've actually used this one 51 times, if I remember that correctly. Sometimes I would use it just as a lip liner, sometimes I would use it all over my lips and then just top it with a like lip gloss or lip oil or something like that. So this one is amazing. Love that one. Very inexpensive, obviously, it's Essence. And I do like their lip liner formula. Then I have one lip, well, I have actually 2 lipsticks, and they're from the same collection. They're the Uden's Eye and Angelica Nico's collaboration for the like Halloween collection that they've had 2 years ago now, I think. And they both are matte lipsticks. This one is the matte one in Shadow Creature, which is like a deep reddish brown, like a really deep, almost bloody color. And the other one is also matte one, and it's in the shade Swamp Fog, which is more like a terracotta shade. I've enjoyed both. They're kind of like moussey Asian beauty like formula. I think they have labs in China, so that makes sense. And yeah, it's that like cloudy, soft, moussey formula that doesn't transfer too much, but it doesn't feel dry on your lips. It's also not like oily or dripping anywhere. It does stay in place quite nicely, even though obviously it's not fully matte, so it's not gonna fully dry out, but that also means that it's not gonna dry out your lips. It's a very comfortable formula and stays on quite nicely all day. Unless you eat something super oily, you'll be fine with this. Then I have the Catrice Fake It Volume and False Lash Mascara. I don't remember how many times I've used this one. I will pop it on the screen because I do have my, I have the number in my spreadsheet. I just don't want to get up for my computer. So this one was quite nice. I do like the wand. It does make my lashes quite long and voluminous. So I do like this. I don't think I've ever tried a Catrice mascara that I wouldn't like. There were some that didn't fit my preference when it comes to the wand shape, but I think the formulas were always really nice. I do like their mascaras. I had multiple of them, some of them even multiple times, and I always have a great time with their mascaras. They're just kind of, they make my lashes really long, but quite voluminous, and like they also separate them nicely. And they usually have natural bristle brushes, or like the ones, at least the ones that I've tried, and I do like that. I don't like the plasticky ones that a lot of brands do nowadays. I just hate the way it glides on your lashes. There's something about that feeling that makes me kind of ick. Then last two products. So they're from the same brand, and they're pretty much the same product. I have the Clean and Zero cleansing balms. This one is the original cleansing balm, and this one is the pore clarifying cleansing balms. These are minis. I had a set of 4 of them, and I think there's also a mini cleanser, like a foaming cleanser. I think I haven't tried one of the balms. I am trying the cleanser at my parents' house, and I have one of the other balms there as well, I believe, that I'm using currently. Even though they are different, like fragrances, they act exactly the same. I think they're the same formula, they just have different fragrance. Because yeah, I don't think there's anything different about them, but also you're getting 7 milliliters with these minis, and that's usually like a week of use for me, because obviously you do have to cover your entire face. And these balms, I used to have the big pink version of this, like the original full size, and I do feel like you go through this one quite fast. Like you need quite a lot because it doesn't spread as easily. A lot of balms that I've tried, once you try to kind of rub them on your face, they turn into a oil, like oily substance, so you can just easily move it around your entire face. But this stays kind of that more like a creamy, balmy formula, so you need a lot more of it to actually go over your entire face, and you're gonna use it up sooner. At least that's my theory. I feel like I was flying through these, and obviously it's a mini, but even with the big jar, it still didn't, like, it took very little effort of me to finish it. And I've had balms that I was working on for months before they were actually gone, and usually these balms come in a very similar packaging, so they're roughly the similar, you're getting the same amount of product, or roughly the same. So it shouldn't be that much difference. Like if there's, I don't know, 5 to 10 milliliter difference, like it shouldn't translate to 1 month of use added. Like that just doesn't really count up. Anyways, those are all the products. I know this is not as much, but I'd rather film these videos once a month and not have too many products than film this every other month and be here for 45 minutes. So let me know if you've tried any of these. There's gonna be probably more makeup next month, at least I think, and probably more hair care as well, but we'll see what I'm gonna be able to finish. Let me know what's your latest empty down in the comment section, and if you've enjoyed this video, please like this so that more people can see it. And I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I'll be super happy to see you tomorrow for another video. So bye guys.